Let's talk about Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. I know I probably pronounced his name wrong. Soz. Yeah, I watched this a couple of days ago. Now, this is perhaps the most consistently well-reviewed Frankenstein film that there's been in decades. Let's start with the positives. Obviously, Guillermo is hot on practical effects and large set pieces, and this film showcases him at his best. This film is a visual spectacle, and I really appreciate the labour of love that he puts into his films in terms of the worlds that he creates and crafts. And cinematically, this is beautiful. There is some excellent cinematography here, some excellent world build, and when the practical effects are used and showcased, this film is at its strongest. However, he does blend this with some CGI digital effects, and the contrast is night and day. When you do see the digital effects used, they're bad. Like, there's some flame work in this that kind of reminds me of a YouTube video, like I'm watching Mr. Beast and the countless explosions he uses in his videos, or used to use. There's a part where Oscar Isaac is pushed back by some flames, and it is ropey as hell. And it's almost like the brilliance of the practical effects really highlights just how bad the digital effects are, and they are bad. Yeah, there's a stark contrast in quality there. I think that the way that this film begins is really good. The opening of this film is perhaps one of the strongest. It grips you immediately. It really throws you into the world. I think the performances across the board are good. I'm not a massive fan of Jacob. I've got to be really honest. I don't know what it is. I'm sure he's a lovely human being, but there's something about him as an actor that doesn't quite gel with me. It might be because he just kind of reeks of elitism. I don't, yeah, again, self-confessed, I haven't done much research into this actor, but I kind of get the impression that the character he plays in Saltburn might not be too distant from who he is in reality, but hey, that's me making a wild judgment of him. But yeah, I'm not a big fan because he kind of just reeks of, yeah, the middle-class, elitist actor that we see very often. But I will say, this is perhaps one of his most standout performances. Although I do feel that the depiction of Frankenstein visually has been sanitized somewhat, and they've tried to make him still appear hunky, I think just to attract the female audiences. Oscar Isaac's performance is good. I do feel like on both sides it veers slightly on melodrama, but in saying that, this is a film that lends